Okay, we're good. Hello, how are you? My name is Matthew. You are in the moment, and fantastic moment. About 8:45, 21st day of July. Beautiful day, beautiful morning here on the waterfront. Scrolling through my Facebook a couple of days ago and realized that there is a vessel here in the harbor. I'm looking at it right now. It's the Romanian military sail training vessel. And it's here. It's going to be open to the public for a walkthrough here at 10 o'clock, 10 till 2, and then I think 3 till 7, and then again tomorrow. So it's a complimentary tour of this Romanian military sail training vessel. And there's also a couple of cruise ships in here. So I'm down here just before 9 o'clock, 16 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful day today. Clouds, rain rolling in tonight. Precipitation is definitely in the forecast tomorrow for most of Nova Scotia, if not the Maritime. So a beautiful day to get outside and enjoy today. So just before 9, Environment Canada saying it's about 16 degrees. I'm just chilling out here in one of the many seats. And I'm going to spin the camera around and give you an idea of what I'm looking at here. So I walked in. I got to work later today, but I want to be one of the first in line. So after this video, I'm actually just going to walk, make my way over to the entrance. Just kind of stand there and wait for this Romanian military sail training vessel to open up the public. So if you got nothing better to do today, this is free. Come check it out. Oh, and I also have the Canadian flag with me too. So I'm going to see if I can grab a signature. If the opportunity presents itself, I will, but I want to see if I can get some Romanian representation on the flag here today. Another reason why I'm down here. So it's a once in a lifetime. It's a very an opportunity that won't happen again. I can't imagine. Okay, from the Halifax waterfront, my name is Matthew, and you are currently caught up in the moment.
Hello, how are you? My name is Matthew. You are in the moment for a late night Sunday night, 10 o'clock, July 26, 2026. Just a fantastic day. And I just want to come in here real quick and just share with you a few observations. It's been some time since I have been in front of the camera. The last time I actually sat down here at home was the 13th of July. This is only the second time that I've done a show from my home this month. Less than 20 minutes of me on camera this month. So lucky you. Lucky you. We're just kind of winding down the weekend here. The family is chilling out. The cat's chilling out. We got the dishwasher going, just kind of getting ready for another work week. And I just want to talk about the weather from last week. I like to mention the weather often just because I want to make people aware that you know people, I know people, we all know people who are outside in the elements this evening. Beautiful day today. More sunshine in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then some clouds roll in. It was the weather last Wednesday and Thursday that I found quite concerning. A lot of rain, wind, flooding. And when situations like that roll around, the first person that comes to mind that I think a lot about is Andrew Goodsell, who is one of the residents at the Green Road encampment, Halifax, on the Dartmouth side of the Halifax Harbor, one of 2 designated remaining encampments. So, and I follow Andrew on his Facebook, and Andrew was saying recently in another conversation with workers that the possibility of Andrew getting into a tiny home is there So they continue to dangle that carrot in front of Andrew. So I wanted to make sure to get the most updated information on what was happening with Andrew at the Green Road encampment. So I made a phone call Friday morning, and I spoke with Andrew, recorded that conversation for my radio program Truth from the Booth, and it aired twice today on Folked Up Radio, and that conversation in its entirety can now be heard on my YouTube channel. And just looking at some of the different shows that I've done with Andrew, the videos, the online segments that him and I have done, since joining his journey online and documenting it online, we have 12 hours plus easily, and that's being generous on the low end of the documentation, audio and video that I have covered with Andrew Goodsell. So I just want to quickly talk about this flag here behind me. This originally it was the Matt TV Canadian Unity flag. Matt TV is no longer around. We have In the Moment. But I took the flag into the city on Tuesday morning. You may have seen the early morning show that I did from the Halifax waterfront, sitting in front of the Romanian military sail training vessel that was anchored at the waterfront for a few days, and they were giving tours. So I went down Tuesday morning because I knew rain was in the forecast for Wednesday, Thursday. So I went down last Tuesday morning. I was down there super early, like 8:30. I think I was down there. Tours didn't start till 10. So just hanging out on the waterfront, enjoying the day, and then having a tour of this military vessel. And one of the main reasons I went is just because I love to have these tours of these vessels from other countries, just to see how they build things. And with these tours, everything's pretty limited. They have a lot of areas cordoned off. So it's just, you don't have that much access to the inner workings of the ship, but you're definitely on the vessel and interacting with the crew members, which is what I did. I kind of was like one of the first groups of people on the ship. Just did a quick tour because they're pretty much all the same. And I ended up introducing myself to one of the crew, Andrea. And I just quickly explained to Andrea, I had the flag all folded up, introduced myself. This is what I've been doing with this flag, and I would love some Romanian representation on the Canadian flag. So Andrea signed it. So Andrea was 1,420 names currently on the Matt TV Canadian Unity flag. So, and just one final thought on that. We've just celebrated Canada's 159th birthday, 160 this coming July. So I am aiming to get 1,600, and I will absolutely do this within the next year. I will be looking to collect 1,600 in total signatures on this flag here, and I have a list of people who I currently work with who will be in the very near future be putting their names on this. So I've already collected, I think when I first came here there were just over 1,200 names on it, so I've collected quite a few names in the 5 years that I have been here. So just a shout out to the Romanian crew that was here. Always something exciting happening on the waterfront, and I'll let you know something that's coming up this weekend on the waterfront. If you're just joining me, my name is Matthew. You are in the moment, 6 minutes after 10 on a late night Sunday. For the last few days, I get up with the sunrise. I've always been an early bird. There is nothing more calming than getting up with the sunrise, the quietness, the summertime birds who are out early. For me, I've always appreciated. I love a sunset, but because where we're located, I'd have to walk a half hour to see the sunset, where I just have to pull back a curtain and enjoy every morning sunrise. So just fantastic day today. So waking up with the sunrise, enjoying my red rose tea, reminiscing, sending messages off to friends who I know, who I've spent time with back in the day, people that I've lived with. Just I've always encouraged that. We have the technology with Messenger. Just leave someone a message. You can text, you can email, absolutely, but having someone hear your voice, and then maybe you're lucky enough for them to respond with their own audio message, is just always good to hear people's voice. So just a great morning, and then 10 o'clock rolled around, and we are watching F1 racing as a family. We've been watching this F1 year for the last couple months now. So today's race was in Hungary. Just fantastic to hang out with Moon, Jen, watch some just incredible athletes, like 70 laps, doing speeds of 200 kilometers an hour and then braking and taking corners. If you're not into F1 racing, check it out sometime. Check out the highlights. These people are incredible, incredible athletes. Just later on this afternoon, Jen and I found ourselves at the public gardens. Every Sunday they have live entertainment there from the gazebo. So we strolled into the public gardens today, and we were lucky enough to hear a fantastic vocal vintage styled quartet playing 1920s, 1930s hot jazz, blues, and old pop. The name of this local jazz group was the Wolf Pack, and they perform in Halifax and Dartmouth. So you just never know what you're going to see. You never know what you're going to hear when you are strolling through the public gardens. We're going to be out of here real soon. I just want to mention this. I know I've mentioned this in previous shows. I may have mentioned it in my July 13th show. But a few weeks ago, I reached out to Eastlink Community Television. I was interested in doing some volunteer work. They have an application form that you can fill out online. So I did that. I filled out a form, just hoping to connect with someone with possible opportunities at Eastlink Community Television. A few days later, I got an email from one of the representatives. We did a virtual meeting that lasted 8 minutes. We left that virtual meeting with them wanting to do a story on me. And I just was interested in volunteering. So they wanted one thing, I wanted another. They said they would get back to me in a week. It's been 18 days since that virtual meeting, and I did state that I would appreciate it if they didn't blow smoke up my ass or ghost me. And we kind of chuckled about it, but I was dead serious. And here they are doing exactly what I expressly asked they do not do. So they get back to me, they don't get back to me. It does not matter to me. What does matter to me is hugs. Hearts united in giving society. A shout out to Lynn and Rebecca and everyone that's putting these packages together. All the packages have been put out to individuals in the HRM, and I know that I'll be receiving another 30 packages sometime in late August, I believe. And when I get a confirmation of the exact date, I'll definitely pass that along to you. I just want to let you know I do have an account on my SoundCloud, and I put together a pretty, what I think was a nice extra to the radio show that I did today. It's always something a bit different, which is why most times when the show is over, I say, and now for something completely different. So I just did like a minute and a half narration covering the recent wildfires here in Canada and the United States, and how everyone was just lighting their hair on fire because of all this smoke drifting down from these Canadian wildfires. So if you get a chance, and I'll put a link up here in the comment section to point you to my SoundCloud account. And again, I do voice work, and if you would like to make 15% of what I make when I book gigs, let me know. Point me in the right direction. I would absolutely love to give you 15% of the money that I'm making. Entertainment on the waterfront. I was talking about the Romanian vessel here last week. Starting on Wednesday of this week, the 29th, running through Monday, August 3rd. It's the annual Buskers Festival. And I'll put a link up in the comment section to that as well. I believe this is the 40th anniversary of the Buskers Festival. I'll put that link up in the comment section. And I'm going to leave you with this. 12 minutes into the show, I'm going to leave you with this, and I'm not making this up. And I'm going to give you everything in a sequential order, chronological order. This is how things happened. Many months ago, I took the electric scooter to Point Pleasant Park, and I scootered home. When I got home, there was something off with the battery. It was all the way down to like 8%. And when I tried to charge it, it did charge, but very slowly, but it just beeped the whole time. So for weeks and weeks and weeks, when charging the battery to my electric scooter, I would put it in the laundry room. I'd have to wrap a blanket around the sensor, plug it in, so it would charge, but the beeping just wouldn't be annoying and beeping through the apartment. And I did that for weeks and weeks and weeks. Last week, at the end of last week, I was going through the procedure of charging my scooter. And again, it was only charging to 71%. It wasn't charging a full battery. For weeks and weeks and weeks, it would only charge to 71%. And when you are on it, you can't go any faster than 15K, which is half of what the speed you should be going. So the scooter is not working properly. It doesn't charge all the way. It doesn't go as fast as it should, but it still gets me from point A to point B, which brings me to right now. So understand that the battery on the scooter is not working properly until just late last week when I went into the laundry room and it was still plugged in, but it wasn't beeping. And I thought, that's kind of odd. So I took the blanket off and I realized that the battery was now charged up to 91. So the battery is now working normal. And I just think that's completely strange. I unplug it, take it to work. I still can't go any faster than 15K, but the battery is back to normal. And I made a comment to my coworker, what I just told you. And I said, it's very maximum overdrive-ish. And if you don't know what maximum overdrive is, it's a movie from the mid-'80s from Stephen King, where everything electric, everything man-made, machinery came to life and wreaked havoc. And again, just jokingly saying, the scooter, it's come back to life. It's this maximum overdrive. Very weird. Again, keeping in order of what happened, I'm going to close the show out with this. Today, I'm scrolling through Facebook, and what did I see? I saw a post this weekend on the 25th. Yesterday marked the 40th anniversary of the release of Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive. That is just the strangest thing. Now, it could mean nothing. It could be a coincidence, but I am selling the scooter all the same. My name is Matthew. Here we are 15 minutes into the broadcast, 15 minutes after 10 on this 26th day of July. It's a Sunday. My name is Matthew, and you are currently caught up in the moment.